The report's 40 pages long. I think the best overall way to put it is that this is proof positive how important the faith-based partnerships are to globalists and how they intend to use them to intrude with their will and their vision, their agenda into every evangelical and every faith organization, and in particular to bring all of their agenda right down to your local church. They actually discuss that. It's a very communitarian model, which we've talked a lot about that on your programming and on your radio program. People have really come to understand that collectivism and communitarianism is rooted in socialism, which you mentioned, the Argentine president. That guy's not going to get invited back. I mean, you can imagine, or else he's going to be really getting a lecture somewhere on just off stage. But these are failed economic systems, but this whole thing's being rolled out in the context of collaboration and faith-based partnerships. And of course, we've seen that being pushed within evangelical circles for the last 35 years. And then during the Obama administration, a lot of federal funding through federal agencies came into it, and then private philanthropic funding. Large foundations are pushing these. So it's all community development, and it will redefine the vision of the church and the Great Commission into this World Economic Forum, United Nations Agenda 2030 vision. So this really encapsulates the talking points that they're looking for. It's all wrapped in climate change, of course. And then you noticed, I'm sure you reported, that the two big concerns going into Davos this year were climate change and misinformation, disinformation.
That's right. We played the clips of Ursula from the UK talking about misinformation, disinformation, which isn't by the way, have you had a chance to check out the new movie by Rob Reiner coming out, God and Country, which has Russell Moore and all these other neo-evangelicals? I warned about it in my book, Marxianity. You've warned about it in your blog, 30 Pieces of Silver. I mean, the timing of all this, how ironic, right?
Yeah, this is all part of their rollout against Trump and third way politics, vilifying.
Explain third way politics.
Well, well, Tony Blair and Bill Clinton. That's third way. It's Fabian socialism, the narrative that calls people to the center using a dialectical process to get them to give up their conservative.
So fight. Thesis and antithesis, idea, opposite idea, fight. People get tired of the fighting and they agree to go to a third option. A and B, fought. We're sick of the fighting. We're sick of the conflict. Let's go to option C, which is a blending of the two, which is always moving the ball to the left toward globalism. And so let's blend the two together for a third way. And if you don't go with the third way, then you clearly are selfish, self-centered, intolerant, narcissistic, narrow-minded, and don't want everyone to have a piece of the pie.